Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm really not sure how good of a video this is going to turn out to be, but we had some issues with our trailer. If you guys remember when we were packing up our trailer here, which I gotta fix this shade. We're trying over here, but we had an issue with our trailer where it basically looked like it was overloaded. We even took it across the scale. It weighed a whopping 17,000 pounds, which is well below what these axles can support, 21,000 pounds. So we ended up getting home, and if you guys could tell here, like, there's no truck in here, and I can barely fit my hand in between the wheel well. And right now the trailer's actually cheated where it's more pin heavy, so this front axle's loaded heavier. And long story short, I called the trailer company, got the axle manufacturer, talked to the axle manufacturer for quite some time, and I was like, man, I really just need a leveling kit. And they were like, ooh, why do you need a leveling kit? And I explained, and I talked to this man, and I was like, hey, these are the problems that I'm having. I said, I need to lift the trailer up. And I said, it just feels like as I've owned it, it's just gotten lower and lower and lower. When I used to load the truck into our race trailer, I could fit my hand between the tire and the trailer. And then when we went to go for UCC, you guys remember us changing the pin height, this, that, and the other. It was to try and get some gap there. We ended up getting it to where there was like a 1/4 inch. And so I was like, oh, maybe we'll get a lift kit. Well, I get to talking to the guy. We start taking pictures, and I explained to him the funny tire wear. And he was like, I know what's going on. So on a torsion axle, for those of you guys that are curious, hold on here. We'll go back up front. Like I said, I'm not sure what kind of video this is going to be. RIP to my fence from 4th of July. Dogs trying to escape. But as you can see here, we have a torsion axle. So this torsion axle, okay, this is actually right side up. So if you guys look, it bolts to the back. And then there is for lack of a better word, a spindle here. And this rotates. And there's a very hard rubber inside of this axle tube. Well, what has happened is the rubber has actually come out of this tube and allowed the spindle to go further up, and it's taken this arm and cocked it like this. So that explains the funky tire wear. It also explains why we're having a ton of issues with the weight not looking right in the trailer. So today's mission, I gotta install 3 sets of torsion axles. Now, full disclosure, the company is Lippert. That they make a lot of fifth wheels, stuff like that. Axles, all this. I explained to the guy, hey, I'm not the original owner. He's like, hey, you're not the original owner. However, if you are willing to do the work, he's like, I will send you and goodwill you 3 sets of axles. And I tell you what, he did. Probably saved me quite a bit of money, not even gonna lie. And they sent them out complete. The only damage in shipping is one of the dust caps was missing there, and then one of them got dented up a little bit right there. But all in all, not a big deal. Maybe some paint scratch, but I'm sure we'll absolutely demolish these things, getting them in. So anyway, just when you thought everyone sucked in the world, there's people like this that goodwilled these axles. I paid no shipping. I paid nothing for the axles. They came with brand new brakes, hubs, bearings, all of that. So I feel very, very, very fortunate how this turned out for us, because at the end of the day, I was probably going to have to buy all new axles anyway. I reached out to several trailer repair places in Southern California. No one wants to touch that thing. And you know what? Whatever. We'll do it ourselves. It's kind of the motto of this channel anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, get those axles slid back. My goal is to drive the trailer up on a set of like flat tire the drive on ramps. Take the tires off, unbolt the axle, bolt the new one in, and we'll see how it goes. We have to obviously take some measurements, but we were able to get the serial number and all that stuff, so these should be identical down to the bolt pattern and all of that. So I'm very excited. And they said I could keep all the old stuff. Now granted, the axles are kind of trash, but the wheel bearings, hubs, brakes, dust caps, all that stuff, we now have a bunch of spare parts. Also, side note, we did just put our first coat of epoxy primer on. We are definitely going to have to sand a little bit, but that's okay. All in all, I think it turned out great. We're going to do one more coat of epoxy primer, and then I think I might clear it. We were able to get the trailer jacked up. Not how I thought it was going to go. We tried with these trailer aid ramps several times. What we ended up doing is getting the Harbor Freight 6-ton heavy duty jack stands. So 12,000 pounds. This trailer should be pretty close to that, and it's split between 2 of these in the back, and we have the landing legs and the actual hydraulic jack foot up there. And now look at this. Back axle, just barely off the ground. Middle axle, front axle. So my thought is we'll probably do the back first, since it's the sketchiest. Yeah, we'll do the back, take the back tires off. I think what I'm gonna do is only take one axle at a time. As tempting as it is to go front, middle, back, remove them all, swap them all, I'm not just a huge fan of what we had to do. We are on the thick part of the frame, but like I said, man, yes, yikes, sketchy. But Kyla did help me get the axles back here. So I think it's time to take some tires off. With this axle out, you guys can see the problem. See how this arm is actually cambered in? And if you look, the arm is much higher than if you come over here and look at it from this side. Very different. Now I'm going to take a couple measurements here and make sure, but hopefully this solves our problem of the ever losing height. But honestly, this wasn't too bad. Might be a little tricky to get it back in by myself, but you know, that's how most projects are done around these parts. I'm gonna get the next one in, and I'll show you guys once it's up. I cut the wires here. They came with new leads, so obviously we'll check, make sure the brakes work before we put it all together. But axle 1 is out. Honestly, not too bad with the 2 floor jacks. Just lowered it one side at a time onto the dollies and slid her out. Plenty of room. I actually think we'll have plenty of room to do them all just like this with our current setup. But again, I'm very hesitant to remove more than 1 axle at a time, because if this does fall, there's at least 2 axles to catch it, is my thought. So onward and upward. Okay, so I got the first one in. My thought is probably just pull them all the way back as far as they'll go, tighten them up. It's crazy to me how less of an angle the torsion's at. You can definitely tell that these ones have rotated further up, so I'm very anxious to put a tire on and the weight on it and see how it does. But for right now, at least we got the right axles. I didn't measure them, and just for a reference, you guys can look at this old axle here and see how much of an angle that arm has compared to the new one. Like here's the new right here. Much less angle. So I'm gonna torque these up. 140 foot-pounds, I believe, is the spec, and we'll go from there. Tell you what, that kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it? neither one of these tires has any weight on them. Front, or this middle one to the front. That's just how bad the torsion was worn out. All right, guys, we're gonna time lapse the last axle, but I have the back. Basically, we had to reset the jack stands, so there's no weight on the back. Look at how much gap there is now. You guys remember seeing my hand in here? I mean, you could fit probably, it's more than doubled the clearance, and we haven't changed any of the weight. And there's more weight on the front because we are nosed all the way down. But I mean, this is incredible. I mean, that's a good, I'd say 3 times the amount. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we'll get it all set up. I'll time lapse this last bit. Got little man out here helping me, but we got 2 axles down. That's brakes, torqued, everything. So we just got this last one. Like I said, we had to reset the jacks. And you guys could kind of see, basically you make the jack the cantilever point, the jack stand, and then use the hydraulics of the trailer to lift it up. And to get this tire on, the axle sits so much lower. I actually had to jack the front up to get it on. Like, that's how wild it is. So, yep, we're gonna take a quick breather and we'll finish this last one out. All right, a little functions check. Hit it. Okay, let up. Hit it. Let up. Hit it. Good. So far, we're 3 for 3, boys and girls. We're 3 for 6. All right. Hit it. Okay. Hit it. Okay. Yikes. Hit it. Okay. Look at that. Yes, sir. Didn't even have to hook up the truck all the way. There you have it, folks. I'm gonna let her down, torque the tires. While they're up though, I'm gonna pump them full of their first greasing. I ordered the couple of dust caps, or grease caps, excuse me, from Amazon. I also ordered new hubcaps. I got those from eTrailer, but yeah, not bad. We got into a rhythm there at the end, but kept taking breaks. It's just too hot out here to be working that hard. But one of the bigger hurdles, I feel like, for Montana. So I'm glad we were able to take advantage of the time while we're waiting for parts to come back. It's crazy to me how much more room we have from the tire to the wheel well. So that guy was definitely right. I'll be curious. What I'm going to do is measure it, and then as we travel, try to see if we're losing height. I'd assume that you're going to lose a little bit upon initial like drive, like, you know, you hit a couple bumps, it kind of finds its new center. So I am kind of curious what that looks like moving forward. But I am happy we got all new brakes, all new hubs, all new bearings, all new axles. All of our tires are in decent shape. The middle two probably need it next. Kind of one of those things, anytime we go somewhere, it's usually about 2 tires, unfortunately. So I'll be curious to see how it wears. There is some alignment forward and back on the axles. I jammed them all the way back because that's how it was when I took it apart. Maybe I'll find a shop that could do an alignment, but I feel like most places, they just don't want to work on it because it's too hard to get underneath and it's too big to get into a lot of places. So we'll see, but a little different content, but this is what's happening on the home front. You know, everyone always wants to know what I do, you know, in my retirement lifestyle, so to speak. I do stuff like this because no one else wanted to do it. We had the skill set, so we did it. Give this one a big thumbs up. Drop your comments down below. Subscribe if you are not already. And as always, I will catch y'all on the next one.